I want to share with you the following. At the end of the Fabrengen of Rosh Hashanah, what do I have it here? Tavshin Tezayin, which is what? 19. Could be 56 still. 56, it depends. So I want to read you what the Rebbe said. So then there's a Fabrengen always at the end of Rosh Hashanah, and Rebbe leads the bench. In the end, he said loud the last Harachamans, and what he answers Amen. So there's a special Harachman that we say Rosh Hashanah. Harachman Yechadesh Alinis Hashanah Hazois L'Tevu Livrocha. May the Merciful One renew for us this year for good and for blessing. Then the Rebbe said, when they printed the Siddur, so the Chabad Siddur was printed in America the first time in different evolutions. I'm holding in my hand the 8th edition, and I'll tell you why, because it still has what it was referring to. In subsequent editions, it was changed. This is personally a very precious Siddur to me, because it's my grandfather, Bisa Kluvgan Siddur. Actually, it's my grandmother. She used it. And there's still her lipstick. As she turned the pages, you can see what she davened Friday night in benching. And then there's the wine stains for Kiddush. I say they use it for Kiddush and Havdalah, but that was her Siddur.
How do you cook that?
My mother's a Kluvgan. My mother's a Kluvgan. So I'm going to show you, because you're physically going to see the benching. Let's get to the story. So, but it was first printed in whatever 1940, the late 40s, very late 40s in America, Chabad Siddur. So the Rebbe said, I asked the Rebbe, the Shved, the Frierdiker Rebbe, whether to put in this Harachaman in the Nusach. Because the Shara Koilo is a sefer written by the Rebbe Zayda, from his mother's side. Should be related that way. Rabbi Avram David Lavud. His grandson was Rabbi Shloime, and who took over the Rabbanis in Nikolaev. Rabbi Shloime's daughter was the Rebbe Sachana, and the Rebbe, her son, one of her children. So this is the Rebbe Zayda. He was a Gevaldi Gegon, wrote many Sfarim, and one of them is called Shara Koilo. Shara Koilo means the general gate. Because the Alter Rebbe's Siddur, right, there's 12 gates, 12 tribes. Then there was a 13th gate in the Beis Hamikdash. Each one would enter through their tribe. But if you didn't know which tribe, Gad went in through the 13th gate. And this is called Shara Koilo because it incorporates all of the gates. And that's the Alter Rebbe wrote a Siddur. This Nusach is the Nusach HaKoilo, which incorporates all the Nuschos, all the Neshamis, and all of the paths, because it's an essential Nusach. That's the Nusach Chabad that the Alter Rebbe compiled. So he writes in the Shara Koilo, Rabbi Avram David Lavud, not to say Arachman. He said it's not in the Alter Rebbe Siddur. He writes why? Because we say Arachman Yanchilim Shekoli Toiv. We already mentioned Yom Tov, and Rosh Hashanah is a Yom Tov. Why the Alter Rebbe put in Arachman Hu Yokim Lon Sukkot Davad and Nifeles. We do say special Arachman for Sukkot, even though we mentioned Yom Tov, because on Sukkot there's a special mitzvah to eat. In the sukkah, Yom Tov is a mitzvah to eat. Stop. On sukkah, there's a mitzvah to eat in the sukkah. So you're eating now, and you're benching. You acknowledge sukkahs because your meal is in the sukkah. But here, you're eating your meal Rosh Hashanah. It's because it's Rosh Hashanah. And Rabbi says many fast Rosh Hashanah. It's a mitzvah to fast Rosh Hashanah. Some people it's fast, so there's no inyan in the meal. So to say a harachman at a meal for Rosh Hashanah, A, it's included in Yom Tov, and B, there's no, Rosh Hashanah doesn't give a chiyuv to eat like Sukkah does on the contrary. There are those who fast Rosh Hashanah, component by day. So therefore he says, I asked the Frierdiker Rebbe, we should put it in. So the Frierdiker Rebbe said, yeah, and we say it balachash, we say it quietly. Now the Rebbe smiled, and he said, the printer, when he printed it, and this edition still has it, Yosedurim don't have. This is Just by the way, you see the stains here from Kiddush. Don't use the siddur all the time, but
How come you got the scissor?
I just took it. After my Gezeda passed away, I was lying around and taking this. If there would have been an argument, there'd be an argument. There wasn't.
Now it's publicized that you have it.
Yeah, my brothers don't even know. They're gonna find out as a result of this. What? So here I want to show you physically. Look over here. Look at the Harachamon. The Harachamon. You can see the bottom of the page. It's written bigger. It's actually written bigger. So, guys, you can see it there. So here what the Rebbe says. So he smiles. He says, "Lapoel." When he printed it in Kiddush Levana Oisius. Kiddush Levana we say outside. So traditionally, it's a bigger font because you got to read it. So it's expression. Big letters are called Kiddush Levana Oisius. Either because he didn't have any others, or for any other reason. But at any rate, it was written with big letters. And from then, the Rebbe concluded, therefore, indeed it should be, and he said loud, and we're sharing this to everybody, Shana Tova Mesukal Tova V'Livrach. That's how he ended the Fabrengen. So he smiled, acknowledged it, and because, you know what you're saying, if he ever says, put it in and say it's quietly, and he put it in. What they did was the first siddur, they just got really fonts from everywhere else and just cut and paste. That's what they did, which is why it's choppy. Now they reprinted it recently. It's completely all reset. So whatever reason, ever since he couldn't, whatever, that's the way it is. Hashgacha pratis, so should it be. And he's sweetening, kind of sweetening the gvura here that's supposed to be said silently. Zol takazeh zayin. That this should be a sweet year for the table, the bracha for all of us at all levels.
Amen. I probably got a big amen.
And you get a resounding amen, you can be sure.
It's there, like in the wedding line where it says, when he's saying that it's, when the Rebbe says that maybe, then for me it's a vaday. So the Frierdiker Rebbe said it should put it in say lachash, then put it in big.
Similar, yeah.